So the Viper is the new full spellcaster unit. It's got 3 full spells, just like any other spellcaster in the game. So this means that the Overseer is cut, and the Viper will be taking its spot. The main role of the Viper is to break choke points. So in this screenshot here, you'll see Blinding Cloud being cast against a bunch of ranged units. And what this ability does is it makes it so that every unit underneath the cloud gets their attack range reduced to 1. So other than that spell, we also have other spells that will potentially create new strategies. So in this screenshot, you're seeing Immortals get pulled into the Zerg army so that the Zerg army can easily focus fire and kill them before engaging the Protoss force. So in this video, you'll see Blinding Cloud in action, and the Marines aren't able to kill a single Baneling before they approach and kill everything. Of course, you can micro against this by moving the Marines out of the cloud. So in this second video, you'll see the Colossi being pulled down the ramp so that the Zerglings can engage, and if the Colossus tries to run back up, you can pull him right back down and kill him.
All right, I'm going to talk about a new Zerg artillery unit called the Swarm Host. Now this guy is a great way to gain map control. And what he does is he burrows and he spits out for free a bunch of little timed life units called locusts, which swarm across the map. This is a very Zerg way to have an artillery unit, and it's hopefully a very Zergy way to gain a bunch of additional sort of static map control. Obviously, Zerg have a decent amount of map control right now through sheer speed. They can use their Zerglings to threaten your base, makes you keep running back. They can use Mutalisks to threaten your base, keeps you running back. We wanted something they could use to also just kind of fundamentally apply some pressure. Something that would really force the enemy to deal with the Zerg who had some kind of fundamental advantage. I'll show you how these guys work. Here's a bunch of these Swarm Hosts waddling into action here in front of this mighty looking Terran base. They'll just deploy into the ground, set their rally point, and a bunch of these locusts will start swarming into action. All these guys are free, and they're about, what, 90 hit points right now at this point? They do not a great amount of damage, but you can see that bunker's been ripped apart not only by the locusts, but also by the siege tank firing down on it. Give them a few seconds here, and hey, look what they're going to do. They're going to do it again, and again, and again, and again. It is the endless Zerg swarm knocking at your front door until you figure out a way to deal with it. In this case, these Terrans need to try to run forward and take them out. If there's a bunch of Zerglings behind those Swarm Hosts, that's probably not such a good idea. They may have to back up, and again, the Zerg have gained some board control, some advantage, and they've been allowed to siege that Terran base. It's not as immediately dangerous as a siege tank, because that bunker would be immediately vaporized if the siege tank could sort everything else. But it's the slow, methodical grind of the Zerg. So here's what we got today for the Zerg. We've got the new Ultralisk, which allows them to burrow charge, take the battle right into the middle of the enemy. We got the new Viper, which has a bunch of new ways to sort of mitigate damage against the swarm, as well as to steal enemy units and pull them right into your stack. And we have the Swarm Host, a new, brutal, methodical type of Zerg artillery that allows you to create for free the endless wave of the swarm sort of smashing against the enemy's line.